So then I took it over here, I laid it out on this board, I traced it all out, and now Mark is going to come with the saw and cut all of this out.
Alright, here we are on the little International truck real quick. Just going to give you a brief rundown. The door panel was all templed and laid out. And then the panel was made out of a pressure density board. About an 1/8 inch thick, so it would be nice and strong. Everything's been drilled and clips and clamps been put through the whole panel. So it'll be easy access to take on and off. The little pocket right here in the bottom will be a little pocket made into the door panel. So if you come around here to the inside, I just started laying out how I'm going to start laying out the back panel and then the side panels, and how I'm going to lay the side panels so I can put a little fiberglass and make them reinforced, put little speakers down through the sides and up through the back. So that's just taped in place right at the moment on a couple lines. Everything's been measured out, and it's about a 1/8 inch sitting up off the floor for the padding and everything. So I put 2 paint sticks under both sides just to level it up, and then I ran it right on the line and measured everything. Now what I've made right here is 2 pieces of 18 gauge steel, and what they are is they are 2 bent pieces that are wrapped to match the inside of the truck on both sides. Now this does the driver side and this does the passenger side. And what they are is when I put this piece in, oh, I don't know if I can do this for you with this big camera. Let's see. When I put this piece in, what this is going to be reinforcement for the panel that'll go in the side and in the bottom, and that'll hold that shape. So the 2 panels will have reinforcement backed in. Since the reinforcement panel into the truck is inverted pretty deep into there, and we're going to make it flush with here. So I hope I got that on the camera. I usually have somebody else holding this thing, but I'm up here playing with it a little bit. So that's the brackets I've made and laid out some things, and that'll give you a quick idea of where I'm headed. I'll show it to you after I start laying out this inside piece here, and we're going to shape around all that. So I'll show you that when we get to that point. Alright, here's the inside. I put up the back panel, and I've curved up the other panel that's going to go into the side. I stopped for a minute just to show you what's going on. I don't have somebody else here with me right now. It's over the weekend. So here's the other flat panel, and what we do is take that and run it through a roller, and we'll roll that into the position we want to get the curve. Let's see, best position to give you a little view. Alright, here's the piece, and you can see how I've curved it and rolled it in and notched out a piece in the bottom. And why I've done this, it's going to wrap it into the side. There isn't a lot of room in this truck. And what we're going to do is utilize that area there, that pocket that I'm making into the back corner. We're going to put some insulation up on the sides and make that into where one of the smaller speakers and stuff is. We're going to put another one up in the top. I'll show you the console we're making to put up in the center. I just wanted to give a quick rundown of what we're doing. So, but it's on the weekend. I'm just up here fooling around, trying to get some of this going. Alright, here we go. I took out the center panels and all. I'm getting ready to take all this out. It was placed in I taped it all off, soaked up and waxed up all the areas around it for release before I put it in place. But this, we did the inside panels on both sides that we're doing in a fiberglass. And what that's going to do is reinforce that area and hold the shape to the curve for me to apply speakers into there. This is one of the pieces removed, and as you see, it has held its shape. It's curved around the piece. I'm going to clean it up. Now that's in its first stage. I'm going to mount the ring. Sorry with this thing. Alright, I'm going to mount the ring and everything onto that for sitting the speaker in. This sits into the car about like this. And the speaker ring's going to go down here in the bottom. And another one in here. Then it's going to get covered in cloth. And, alright. Alright, I wanted to show you this piece. I took all the clamps off, cleaned it up, popped it off the floor, cleaned up the edge where I had some overhang. But now you can see that a little bit of glass, it made this little board real nice and rigid. It still has flexible to it, but it fits right in place. Sits right there with no clamps, right where it's going to be. I'm going to cut off this extra line. I'm going to put my pins where I'm going to attach it. The back's going to get screwed in place, and the back piece goes back in. I'm going to set everything up, set a laser up, run my line across so I get a real nice even line, and start on the tops. Alright, real quick, as you see, I set the boards back in, I got the two sides back in place, and if I stay off to the sides of the truck, I have a laser set up, leveling everything up. I'm going to run a silver magic marker right around where my laser beam's set up. And that's going to show me a perfect line. Alright, that'll show up real nice. And it'll give me a really good trace out line of where everything will be. Alright, each side measures out right on the laser beam. Yep, right on 29. Everything lays out perfect. Just double checking. Silver Magic Marker shows up real good in the laser. Now you can turn out the light and use whatever. Staying off of the car. Can't sit in the car or anything. I got a really nice straight line, barely touch the car, and run your marker. Alright, as you can see here real quick, I've moved on to the top piece. I centered it up on the lines on the back. I have it taped and clamped into place. I rubbed out an impression onto the back window on the cardboard. I'm going to yank this out, lay out a pattern, get it shaped real good, get the two sides, and then work on these. And then I'm going to transfer this into the density board. See that I got a back piece of cardboard up here. It's a density backing cardboard, just flipped in place. I've rubbed out the area where the rear window is. I've cut out the back window and sanded, got it fit really nice. I'm going to take this off now, lay it out onto a piece of density board, recut it out. It'll be on a firm, rigid board, and the back window will be laid out and done. Then we're going to go into these sides.